Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second challenge of Miss SL 2015, which is also the last show of the fabulous Fashion for Life 2015, which is an opportunity for all of us to celebrate hope, courage, and the will to fight for life. To thank all of you who've been working and collaborating with this noble cause, and of course, to ask you to keep coming and buying all the amazing designs exclusively made for Fashion for Life 2015. Every year, hundreds of people in Second Life give their time, creativity, and money to help raise funds and awareness on behalf of the American Cancer Society at Fashion for Life. And probably not many of us have been lucky enough to not be touched somehow by this difficult disease that is cancer. But perhaps one or more of our family members and friends were or are fighting this disease. We all know how difficult it is physically and emotionally for those affected, and for their families and friends and caregivers to find the strength to keep fighting, to keep going on. So we're gathered here in an effort to help raise funds to make this path a little bit easier. We want to thank Mr. Frolic Mills for his massive effort putting together all of the Sims and everything on them, and for giving us all this opportunity to help, to show our solidarity and love to those affected by cancer, and by letting them know that they are not alone in this battle. Special thanks to Miss Bank My Boucher and Sophia Corleone for putting their creativity to the service of this cause, to Ponchituti Boucher for organizing the show, Vanka Machiavello, Abby Jean Resident, and Joanne Vuitton for their hard work directing the runway, and to all of the Miss SL official candidates for bringing their talent selflessly. And thanks to all of you who are watching today to join us in this experience and reveal in the show that are so willing to help. For this special closing show, for Fashion for Life 2015, the second styling challenge of Miss SL 2015, the official candidates were asked to style inspired by a very unique theme. Their instructions were to use at least 3 of the many wonderful objects created in honor of Fashion for Life, and our official candidate will style with the mythical goddesses in mind. Now, this seems simple, but in fact, it required much thought and research from each candidate. By imagining mythical characters from traditional stories without the burden of historical validity, our candidates have all the freedom possible to create the unimaginable. We can't wait to see what they have. Joining me today, I am Sophia Diage, and along with me, I have to my right, Mr. Huntington Harbour. And on the other side of Hunt, we have Mr. Marcus Lefebvre. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello, Sophia.
Good morning. Good morning.
And how are you doing today?
Well, I am, as always, very excited before shows, as you hopefully, or as you probably know. But today I'm expecting even a surprise. I've been told that something is going to happen, and I have no clue what it is.
Okay, now you've got me wondering.
Yeah.
No idea at all, huh?
No idea at all. They are doing it without me.
How did they get to pull that one off? You've had your fingers in so many pots with this competition.
Well, it is a thing from Ponchi, and well, I will see what she's doing.
Well, this is exciting. So what I am assuming, Marcus, that you were the one or one of the ones who came up with the idea for mythical goddesses for this competition. And what was the driving force behind that choice?
Well, actually, it came out from the poster I'm using for Fashion for Life, which I've been asked to do by Frolic. And it is showing Angelica Carling. And I thought that she has a very musical look on there. And I just wanted to transmit that into this styling challenge as well. Yeah, because I think it is a good scene. And the actual challenge was that they have to use 3 items Fashion for Life. And so we also wanted to bring something into Fashion for Life again and allow our guests, our audience today, to see these items and to have 24 hours more time to shop for these items.
That's a great part of the challenge because as they walk around the Sims and see the wonderful items that are for sale, there's an item in every shop, at least one item in every shop, where the proceeds from that item go to the American Cancer Society. So it's a very, very great idea. And yes, I did see the poster, and yes, Angelica looked beautiful and very ethereal in that poster. So Hunt, when
Yes.
Mimi and Mark were on last week, I asked them a very personal question, and I'm going to ask you the same. Why do you relay?
Oh, don't make me cry on voice.
I did last week.
Oh, you should have been here last week.
In my real life, I help people fight cancer.
Oh my goodness.
So it touches me every day. And I've worked with so many people, so many patients, so many families, and have stories of so many varieties. Oh, you're going to make me cry. I see the work that we are able to do, and I see the work that still has to be done in the fight that can never stop. And I am honored and humbled to be a part of it, whether it's Second Life or real life.
That is a great phrase that you just said, the fight that can never stop. And one of the things that we talked about last week is that the strides that have been made through cancer research and, prolonging people's lives and the quality of life that they do have, and the amount of people who go into remission, and the numbers are so much greater because of this very important research that's being done.
It's exciting work. It's frustrating work. But it adds value to everyone's life that we are able to touch and affect, whether it's dealing with cure or heal. There is always something good that can come out of this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is, I remember when I first started Second Life and I had no idea what the Relay for Life was. And so the first year I didn't really get involved, but the second year I did, and I saw the importance of it and what people were able to do, even in a video game, the amount of money that people were able to raise for this important endeavor. And it was amazing. And so every year, try to get involved in any way I can. And, knowing that there's people like you out there who validate the benefit of this by working, you work with these people every day and you see the changes that this can make. And so thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we're anxiously awaiting the candidates as they're getting their last minute touches ready behind the scenes. This challenge may seem simple, but it actually required a lot of thought and research. It could be anyone from Egyptian goddesses or Japanese goddess of the arts, Benton, Diana, the Italian goddess of nature and the hunt, Celtic goddesses of war, Norse goddesses, any kind of mythical creature. This is going to be exciting.
I think it's important to understand the difference between mythological versus mythical. Because when Ponchatuti first approached me and explained the concept for the styling, I was a little bit confused. My first thought was mythological. And I thought, okay, well, everybody's going to go out there in very typical mythological attire. And she smacked me over the head and said, no, I said mythical. And I love the concept of taking a mythological character, a goddess, but then using a mythical interpretation. It provides so much more latitude for each of the contestants to display their skill.
Absolutely. Well, checking back to see if there's any movement backstage. I think we have a little bit more time. So if you don't mind, I'd like to thank our sponsors today for Miss SL 2015 Second Challenge. Our sponsors are AIM Productions, Celestina's Weddings, Chop Suey Couture Jewelry, Cree Style, .B Fashions, Eclipse Magazine, Ego Is Me Milano, Guy, Innovari Magazine, Kellini, Master S&M Estates, Models Magazine, Moondance Boutique, Moi, Your Makeup Addiction, Tashi, and The Particulars. And then also our esteemed judges today, sitting out in the audience, watching these beautiful women walk the runway, are Belle Roussel. She is the CEO and Chief Designer for Chop Suey Couture Jewelry. Julia Ora, CEO and Chief Designer for Julia Design. Kiddo O, CEO and Chief Designer for Dead Dolls. Reggie Yifu, CEO and Chief Creator for Reggie Made, builder and real life artist. Shiley Alex, CEO and founder of Anavari Magazine. Sienna Bellios, COO for Giza and Top Model. Skip Stahelli, awarded photography artist. Sophia Corleone, CEO and Chief Designer of Celestina's Weddings. Takuya Jin, CEO and Chief Designer for Gabriel. And Trouble Deathly, CEO of Penumbra. Thank you all for assisting with today's event. It's an honor to have all of you. And we'd also like to thank our audience, the people who are here watching live and those of you watching on stream. Thank you so much for being a part of Miss SL.
Can I give a special shout out to Belle for my salamander pin that goes great with my Relay for Life outfit?
There you go, Belle. He's wearing your salamander.
She does phenomenal, phenomenal work.
Yes, she does. Absolutely. I had a beautiful set on last week from Belle. It was gorgeous.
I don't know how she does it without dropping into complete exhaustion.
I can't imagine working with those tiny prims. My eyes would just go crossed.
Exactly. But I love looking at her work.
Yeah, definitely. I love wearing her work.
Her women's styles are like nothing I've seen anywhere in Second Life. The detail, it's incredible.
Mm-hmm. The textures on them are beautiful. The way that you move and they sparkle. I have no idea how that is done, but she does it and she does it beautifully. So what has been keeping you busy in Second Life lately, Hunt?
Well, modeling when I can, and I have a gotcha museum that I have opened. It's half of an entire sim where I have gotcha items on display, not for sale. It's just for people to come, spend time, and look at some of the delightful creations that are all gotcha items.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought one avatar could have so much gotcha and so many items in their inventory. It's embarrassing.
So are you an arcade addict?
I definitely enjoy arcade. That's probably one of the bigger events within Second Life. There are several gotcha events, and somebody with who's OCD like me has to participate in almost every single one of them.
Oh my gosh.
So there's some very obscure collections that are on display, along with some very well-known collections from arcade, some retired collections that you can't find anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Mostly, I hope it's just a place for people to come visit, stroll around, and enjoy and share with their friends or somebody who's meaningful in their Second Life.
I'll have to go check that out because I have to admit that I find gotchas very frustrating because if I know if I want a certain item, I want that item. So, but I do have some. I have a lot that people were kind enough to send me, duplicates and all. But I I appreciate the creativity. There's some items that I do have that when I res them and look, the detail, it's just amazing to me what people are able to do now with mesh.
Incredible.
It is. There's some things that, if you have the right lighting and take a picture in world, you would never know that it was not real.
I think in a lot of ways, for the budget conscious, it's a way to get a very quality mesh product for 25 or 50 linden. So it can be very affordable.
But I would stand there and keep going until I got the exact one that I wanted.
And that's where it can be very dangerous.
Exactly. I think maybe that's my problem, is not that I don't like gotchas, but that I would like them too much, and I know that.
The items that I've displayed in part are so that people can come see an entire collection and see, is that in fact an item when viewed up close, not just in a photo? Is that something that I really want to try to obtain? Or do I badger my friends into getting it for me? Or do I whine and fuss to the creator? How do I go about getting that item?
And there's gotcha malls too. You can always take a look around.
There definitely are, more than I ever realized, as a matter of fact. It's a
Hmm.
booming industry,
It
but it's a
is.
lot of fun. And I hope it's something that a lot of people can experience and enjoy, whether or not they find something they need to purchase or just find something fun to look at and experience.
So, on the camera today, Mr. Bonifacio Boucher of AIM Productions. He is cameraman extraordinaire. He is our media streamer. Pretty much does everything. So, Bonnie, turn your mic on for a minute and just say hello. He's going to ignore me.
Nah.
Oh, I don't. He's not allowed to ignore you.
I'm not ignoring. No, 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 no.
Um, so if you're watching on the live stream, you will know who our cameraman is. And thank you so much, Bonnie, for all the hard work that you have put into these shows and for the Fashion for Life overall. And again, our sponsors, thank you so much, and our judges for their time, their dedication, and their very difficult challenge ahead. I don't know how they made their choices last week. Watching the women walk down the runway, it was so difficult. I don't envy them that position.
I wonder which is more difficult, putting on this entire event and being a driving force behind it, like Bonnie or Marcus, or even doing the work that you do, Sophia, or being one of the candidates.
I have the easy job. I just get to sit here and talk.
Well, it looks
It
like we
looks
have something.
we do. We have our first candidate.
No, that's not a candidate.
Oh no, it's not. What is that?
I don't know.
Is this Marcus? Could this be your surprise?
It seems like.
Oh my goodness. What is that?
That
A
is
winged unicorn.
yes,
Oh my goodness.
and it's beautiful. Look what it is doing.
Well, mythical creatures.
Yes.
Here's just the first. This is Avarill Falcon, and
Very nice.
it's a winged unicorn.
Ooh,
Oh, look at it. And she flies.
Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful start to the show. We had a Pegasus on stage doing a fly around to welcome you all to the second challenge of Miss SL. And walking onto the runway now, we have our first candidate.
Yeah.
This is Miss SL Angola, Bloody Mistress Serenity. Her choice for the challenge was based on her personal real life tastes. She loves cats. She has 3 cats. And which best goddess to represent this fabulous challenge than Bastet? Oh, look at the cats. The cats are lying down.
what a fantastic job styling.
Beautiful. Bastet is the Egyptian goddess of cats, home, fire, sunrise, music, dance, pleasure, and sexuality, fertility, family, pregnant women, and children. Bastet was worshipped in the Delta city of Bubastis, and usually depicted as a cat or in human form with the head of a cat. And she was seen as the protector of cats and those who cared for them. It's a long history of Egyptians and cats.
Oh, yes.
Incredible skin that she's chosen. Look at how it changes texture. I've never seen a skin like that.
Oh my goodness. And she has the pattern on her face.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. So Bastet was seen as the sacred cat, and the Egyptians placed a high regard for cats because of her. And any crimes against cats were considered very severe and very unlucky. So, as a cat and animal lover in general, she supports the new laws that punish with imprisonment people who, without reasonable cause, inflict pain, suffering, or any other physical abuse to a companion animal. Very beautiful styling. That is Bloody Mistress Serenity, Miss SL Angola. Right now we have Miss SL Australia, Sakura. And Sakura is representing the mother of all, Hathor. She's the goddess of life, light, and fertility, and she's the protector of women and the nurturer of new life. She's the deity of nature and joy, and in her true form as the cow goddess, the universe is supported by the pillars of her legs, and her breath is the music of the sun and stars. Very elegant.
It's an excellent choice for color, the gold and the cobalt blue. That actually looks, is that lapis lazuli in that necklace? I've got to do edit and see. That's fantastic.
It looks like it. It definitely looks like it. You will see Heather in written words that blaze across the sky in letters of fire. Glimpse her in the unblinking gaze of a baby watching his mother's smiling face, and feel her in the fingers of the one you grasp before you fall asleep at night. You know her real name as well as you know your own. She's Heather. Her most true and eternal name is love. Her jewelry is from Empyrean Forge, which is in the New York City sim here at Fashion for Life. I don't know if it's lapis, but it sure looks like it. And the next beautiful contestant is Miss SL Austria, Lolita Dinzio. And she is representing today Athena, the Olympian goddess of wise counsel, war, defense of towns, heroic endeavor, weaving, pottery, and other crafts. Her dress is
detail on
from,
that gown.
it's beautiful. I was just going to say, her dress is from Yassam, and it's on the in Fashion for Life Berlin. I love the headpiece she's wearing too. Very Grecian.
Paired with a very exciting makeup to match the jewel color in the headpiece.
I have to cam it a little closer.
There's an owl. There's an owl in the headpiece.
Oh my goodness, there is. That is beautiful. That's Miss SL Austria, Lolita Dinzio.
Well done.
I wonder what is coming there.
That is Miss SL Belgium, Miso. And she is representing the Queen of the Frozen branch from the German mythology. She's wearing Yassam gown from Fashion for Life Berlin. Her makeup is from fashion and found on the Fashion for Life London sim, and her jewelry is on the Milan sim. Makeup is from Slack Girl and jewelry from Gdit. Queen of the Frozen Branch, which is from German mythology. She looks beautiful.
It's one of the fantastic things about Second Life. You can take a dress They're both very similar, but completely different look and feel to each outfit from each candidate. It's a lot of creativity and a lot of thought in this.
It's beautiful.
I'm going to have to say the toughest job isn't putting on the event or styling for the event. I think the toughest job is going to be the judges trying to score and make a decision, because everything I've seen today is incredible. Really well done.
I don't envy them. I really do not. Oh my goodness. And now here comes Naomi Gartner, Miss SL Brazil. Look at the wings on Naomi. She represents Brigid, the Celtic goddess of medicine and poetry. She is the natural mother of all things, mistress and governess of all the elements, the initial progeny of worlds, chief of the powers divine, queen of all that are in the other worlds, the principle of them that dwell above, manifested alone under one form for all the gods and goddesses. That is Brigid, styled by Naomi Gartner, Miss SL Brazil.
Look at those wings. They're fantastic.
I'm trying to see where the wings are from, but her headpiece she got at Zibska, Fashion for Life Milan Sim. The wings, I don't know. The dress is from Miami, Berlin. It's beautiful.
Is that Bear Rose? It looks like it's Bear Rose, the wings.
The wings, are they?
Mm-hmm.
I would suppose so, yes. This styling challenge is probably a lot more creative than we have seen last week. Last week was very emotional, but this one I really expect, and I told the Mrs. Z as well, that we do want to see very creative stylings, and here you have a very nice example. Yeah.
Oh, Marcus, this is beyond nice. Every candidate I've seen today, this is some of the best styling I've ever seen in Second Life.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And the time with the poses and the showmanship, and this is beautiful.
It speaks well for the organization, the work that the candidates are doing to put on this show. For them, it's a competition, but to do this work for everybody else to enjoy, it's a fantastic organization.
And this is Miss SL Canada, Sydney Ashbourne. And she is representing Freya, the Norse goddess of beauty and love. She selected this goddess because she's said to be able to see the future and was a goddess of magic and divination. She helps us to accomplish goals or do something we've been longing to do for some time. The items that she's wearing, her gown is from Azul, which she found on the Fashion for Life Sim. Her necklace, earrings, and ring from Zori's on the Fashion for Life New York City Sim. And her beautiful crown is from Zibsko on the Milan Sim. Gorgeous.
I can't be objective. She's wearing my signature color, so I have to say this is my favorite outfit.
Very nice. It's a beautiful shade of green. It's beautiful. Freya is also a warrior goddess that gives strength and courage. And so that is why she is carrying the spear.
Really well chosen poses, too. Not easy to pose with a spear in your hand and keep from spearing yourself at the same time.
I love the way the dress is moving with the poses too. As much as I love mesh, I still love that movement that you have from Flexi Prims. We'll always
I've
love
got
it.
to agree. Well, not
Does
just the movement, but the texture, along with the movement on this gown, works very well. And I don't think you could accomplish that with mesh at all.
No, not at all. There's an elegance to the movement with the poses when they change their poses. The mesh, no, it wouldn't be able to do it alone. Just gorgeous. That's Sydney Ashbourne, Miss SL Canada. And now we have Miss SL China. This is Susie Albatross. She is representing the goddess Isis, the Egyptian goddess of fertility, motherhood, and magic, sister and wife of Osiris and mother of Horus. That shade of blue
Very
is
strong
fantastic.
styling. The combination is so striking.
That is gorgeous. She's wearing Impulse emerald earring and necklace from Jewelry by Jake. And her makeup, I believe, is from Slack Girl. And all of those items can be found on Fashion for Life Berlin Sim. I have to see. I need to know where that headpiece is from.
Well, no show would ever be complete without Enzo Champagne.
Exactly. Champagne sparkling couture. That is a beautiful headpiece. Fantastic styling.
I have got to believe that's somewhere in Linden Labs' terms of service. You cannot have a show without Enzo Champagne in it somewhere.
Yeah, that's very true. He's one of the most fabulous designer we have.
Oh,
That is
it really is sparkling couture.
Mm-hmm. Oh, her dress also. Her dress is from Enzo. That was Miss SL China, Susie Albatross. And now swishing up the runway in beautiful white, we have Miss SL Cyprus. This is Kim Rongyu.
Okay, this is actually giving me real life goosebumps, this outfit.
It's beautiful. Let's see who
It
she
really
is.
is.
She is representing Aphrodite. And that does not surprise me in that dress. Aphrodite was born from the foam of the sea and born off the coast of Cyprus, where the town of Paphos now stands. And Kim tried to bring the goddess of love to life with her styling as she presents you, Aphrodite.
Look how she's copied the look of the baby's breath onto her eyelashes. It's that type of detailing in style that Miss SL candidates know how to do so well.
It's just beautiful. Her makeup is from Makeup Addiction, and the lips and eyeshadow from Slick Girl, and then she has eyeliner. So I'm not sure which has the baby's breath.
The crown, or are those little tiny roses? It looks like baby's breath mixed in between each rosebud.
That's beautiful.
Not that I'm perv camming, of course.
You are perv camming. We're going to see somehow you be incorporating baby's breath into something. Well, her gown is from Issy Pearl. I'm sorry, it's from Azul, from the Tokyo Sim, with an extra skirt. And I'm trying to see where that's from, Elements Reloaded from Guy. That was Miss Cyprus, Kim Rongyu, and up now we have Miss France, Leti. She is
Very.
representing the god. This is striking. Okay, I just looked over past the note card and wow.
Mm-hmm.
She's representing Bast, the lion goddess of sunset. Among her many roles, she symbolized the sun rays, fertilization. That is beautiful. Wow.
Those wings are fantastic. Just fantastic.
Now, you were talking earlier about how you can take one dress and do something totally different with it. She's also wearing the elven gown from Yassam.
Incredible. I would have never thought it, would have never known. But you're right.
Her jewels are from Chop Suey. You can find Chop Suey in Fashion for Life Paris. Her eyeliners from Zibska in Milan. And her forearm, I'm trying to describe what she's wearing on her forearms, is also from Zibska. Just beautiful. That was a definite wow when she walked out.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely took over the catwalk, that's for sure.
I have to see where those wings are from. Beautiful. That
Purple,
was Miss France. Purple Moon.
purple
Yeah.
moon. Hmm.
And next on the runway, we have Ava Maidenwald, Miss SL Greece.
Well, I'm glad she can make it. She did have some trouble with her PC, with the viewer earlier, crashed a lot, but she made it. Wonderful. She didn't give up. Perfect.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Oh my God. And she was really near to give up, and the ladies have encouraged her not to give up. And now she's there.
Well, Ava had a childhood fascination with Greek mythology, and she loved reading about various gods and goddesses, and her favorite has always been Medusa. Some consider Medusa a monster, and it's for this reason that she decided to style in honor of her to show that even Medusa can be seen as beautiful as any goddess. And she is wearing her dress is from Azul on the Tokyo Sim. Her necklace is from Jewelry by Jake on the Milan Sim, and her earrings are from Tashi on the Paris Sim.
I want the snakes.
They would go with your salamander pin. There you go.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that Shinya is doing earrings as well. Really? Oh, yes. Wow. Very nice.
It's beautiful.
Well, and look at the
Even the
subtle
makeup.
scale. applied
Yeah,
on skin.
exactly. I'm always afraid to cam because I never know what's going to happen. But yeah, I just cammed in and looked, and that, even on her face, the scaling, beautiful.
Very subtle. Very well done.
That was Ava Maidenwald, Miss Greece. And on the runway now, we have Miss Guyana, Ivania Zondi. She is representing Oya, the goddess of winds, storms, and change of fortune. She's worshipped not only in Africa, but in Brazil, where the Amazon is said to be her river. She's she is wearing from the Fashion for Life Sims. Her makeup is from Zibska, sorry, on Milan. Lipstick from Moi, also on the Milan Sim. Her necklace is from Empyrean Forge on the New York Sim. Ring also Empyrean Forge. Her dress is from Miyamai on the Berlin Sim. And that gorgeous piece that she has around her waist is from Zibska.
I've been told that it was pretty difficult to find the items for its Fashion for Life, what the challenge was asking, as they had to use at least 3 items from Fashion for Life, and well, they had to think about, and they had to be creative, and so we will see some pieces on the same ladies, but hopefully creative styled. Ivana is, I find, an exceptional model. Look at her.
She's done a fantastic job. I forgot her shoes are also from Fashion for Life. They are from Venezia on the Milan Sim.
It's very fierce. I like that face.
That was Miss L Guyana. Miss SL Guyana, Viana Zondi.
Oh, what's coming there?
Next we have Miss SL Hawaii. This is Amy Vernay. And she has chosen the goddess Artemis, the goddess of hunting. And she chose this goddess because she finds itself in her, being a goddess of the nature who also protects animals below a certain age. And she's above all a wild and rebellious woman. This is beautiful.
I think you always have to be very careful when you're styling with red, because it's so easy to overdo it. And she's done a fantastic job. This particular gown, this particular color, the gold accent. And of course, it can't escape my notice that she's got a gotcha attached from Half Deer.
Well, her shoes are from Envy, Beyond Ms. Gainer shoes. They are on the New York City Sim. And her headpiece and necklace are from Zibska and can be found on Milan. And her makeup is from SG, I believe, and that is also on the Milan Sim. And red also represents hunting. So it's perfect to represent Artemis. Miss SL Hawaii, Amy Vernay.
There's no truth to the rumor that those arrows are pointed at the judges to encourage scoring her high. That's not true.
Oh my goodness. Next on the runway, we have Miss SL India, Valsnia resident. Oh my goodness, this is another wow. She is representing the goddess Anumati, goddess moon, who is a lunar deity. I can't ever, sometimes my accent just comes out. I'm from Boston and I can't help it. I try real hard to stuff it down when I do these shows, but sometimes it just comes out. She is from Hindu mythology, and Anumati is the beholder of formal activities of Mother Nature, for instance, permissions. She makes everything peaceful, childlike, and calm. Gorgeous. And today she's wearing, let me see, her headpiece is from Chop Suey on the Paris Sim.
I believe it is in the terms of service of Second Life as well that there can't be a fashion show without chop suey. That is that is not possible.
Well, if it's not in TOS, it should be.
Her eyeshadow is from Slack Girl on the Milan sim. Her hip chain is from Zori Reina on the New York sim. Bracelet, also from Chop Suey. And her ring and her necklace is from Zori Reina on the New York sim. Her hip skirt is from Jumo on the Paris sim. It's absolutely beautiful. She is the goddess Anumati from Hindu mythology. This is Miss SL India, Bosnia resident.
I'm impressed that she was able to use silver and gold and style it so well in the same outfit. Unlike my prom date, who did silver shoes and gold jewelry, and I was horrified to be seen with her.
I remember being told when I was little that you can't mix silver and golds, and now anything just
There you
fits
go.
together.
She did a great job.
Mm-hmm. And now on the runway we have Miss Indonesia. This is Mal Lynette.
Mm.
She is wearing a beautiful dress from Niamey. It's gorgeous.
Be careful, she's got arrows.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful shade of silver.
I think the arrows
I'm
are from a designer I've heard of before, Stone Keep by Adeline Hansen.
Well, I unfortunately don't have any information on who she's representing, but I'm going to take a shot that it's Artemis because of the arrows. She is beautiful.
It's a really subtle, understated outfit, and I really like it.
It looks like an elegant version of the Hunger Games to me.
Oh, very true.
That was SL Indonesia, Milet, and up now we have Miss SL Italy, Australia.
No.
She is, yeah, that. She is representing, okay, now my Boston accent is really going to get the better of me. She is representing Arian Rod, who is the most powerful daughter of Danu, the great mother goddess of sky.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Her job was to lead the souls and departed to her castle, and while this was happening, people could see the aurora borealis or northern lights. The dead were waiting as the silver wheel turned. It could give them the opportunity to be born again and live a new life. It's gorgeous.
One would even say her outfit rocks.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, she handed it to us on a platter.
Could I reach through Skype and smack you? Her items from the Fashion for Life today, she has the dress she's wearing is from Niamey on the Berlin sim, and her headpiece, that gorgeous headpiece, is from Baboon. And it's on the Paris sim. She's also wearing makeup and nails from Fashion for Life. Her makeup, her eyeshadow is from SG. And her nails are from Makeup Addiction, both on the Milan sim. Very unique. She's got Stonehenge around her.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked down. Look down. I was so enthralled by the moon that I didn't look down and see that she has Stonehenge around her. That's amazing. Wow. That was Miss Italy, Australia. Up next, we have Miss SL Japan, Shinobu Ismail. And she is representing Athena, goddess of wisdom and military victory, and she carries a sword and shield, and her mission is to avenge all evil. She decided to represent her in a different way, instead of the white dress, and represent her as a warrior. Look at the poses that go along with the outfit. It's fantastic.
I have worked in shows with Shinobu, and she blows me away with her styling every time.
Today she's wearing a goth top from Yasum. Her leggings and something called steampunk, which I'm not sure which part of her outfit that is, but they all came from Yasum Designs on the Berlin sim. And her boots came from Lizu, and her necklace from Cellos on the Paris sim. And Shinobu Ismail, Miss SL Japan. I quite like this. It's a daring departure from what you would normally see when you think of a mythical goddess. And our next candidate is Miss SL Kazakhstan. Home. I'm sorry. This is Huriat Couture. She is representing Ilaz, vast goddess of the moon. She's the daughter of Lor, the goddess of the earth, and the sister of Eguski, goddess of the sun. She was believed to give light to the souls of the dead, and graves often had pictures of the moon on them. Her name means light of the dead. This is quite pretty.
I love those wings.
Yep.
In the early days of SL and the awful wings that they had back then, and what they're able to create now compared to what we had then. These are beautiful. She is wearing makeup from Glamorama on the Milan sim. Her nails are from Nailed It on the Berlin sim. She's wearing a dress from Miyamai that can be found on Berlin. Her wings and her purple arm pieces can be found on the Tokyo sim. Her bracelets are from EF on the Milan sim, and her shoes from Eclectica on the Milan sim. That was Miss SL Kazakhstan. Oh my. All in black, we have Miss SL Malaysia. This is Lucera Frey Astier. And she is the goddess Nyx, the night powerful goddess whose dark light falls from the stars and who dictates not only to men, but also to gods. Speaking of wings, I am inspecting because I just fell in love with that headpiece. That is from Bear Rose. Her dress, oh my goodness. Okay. The dress from Yassam that we've seen candidates wearing in white, this is the same dress in black.
Oh,
She has put a skirt over it for a completely different look. The skirt is from
never
Erin.
known.
No. It's from her skirt is from Bear Rose over the same dress from Yassam. Her wings and her headpiece are from Bear Rose. Her cuffs are from Dallings on the New York City sim. Beautiful. She is the goddess Nyx.
Marcus, I have no idea what you are doing with these candidates from the Miss SL organization, but you have bumped up styling light years ahead in Second Life. You truly have. You have gotten together women who can style like nothing I've seen before. You should be very proud of the organization and your members.
I am especially proud of the team around me because they're really, really very professional. But it are really the candidates. Some of them have years of experience, and that is reflecting in this competition very well. So that is
outstanding. Outstanding.
Absolutely.
This is Miss SL Mexico, Yurdis Quark, on the runway now, and she is representing Ixchel, the Mayan goddess of the moon, water, weaving, and childbirth. This is beautiful. This is very simple dress, but the detailing of all the accessories, this is gorgeous.
And only a little corny.
What?
She's holding a piece of corn.
Is she?
Yes.
Okay.
I love the idea. It's really well done.
Yeah.
Well, her dress is from Miyamai on the Berlin sim. Her jewelry is from Empyrean Forge on the New York City sim, and her nails are from Moondance Jewels on Berlin. Makeup from SG on the Milan sim, and her skin is from Wow Skins on Milan.
Wow.
She is holding corn.
Yep.
You're cammed in a little tighter than I am. I didn't even see that. I saw the jug. I did not see the corn.
And a bunny.
This is SL Mexico. You're this Quark.
It's very fun styling.
So did the corn come from a gacha?
I don't know that I've seen a corn gotcha, but you've definitely given me an idea for a new machine.
There you go. I love the hair that she has on too.
The overall color palette is very nice, very earthy.
Trying to see if the corn represent. Yes, it does. Okay, you want to know what the corn represents? According to the Mayans, men come from corn.
I need to stay away from that.
This is Miss S.L. Monaco Stregavento. She is also representing the goddess Nyx, one of the primal gods of Greek mythology. She chose Nyx because she loves the night, and the night's mother of dreams, world where anything is possible.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Stunning.
She is wearing her ring is from Dalinks, and both of her rings are from Dalinks on the New York City sim. And her other jewels are from Zuri Reina on the New York City sim.
But it's very daring, right? She has...
Oh, that's nothing Janet Jackson hasn't done.
Oh my gosh. I don't...
But I agree, it is beautiful. It is...
It really is striking.
with the tattoo, yeah. Very elegant.
Her headpiece is from Finesmith. I looked up and that had Finesmith all over it. There's such a... You can just look at a piece of jewelry and know that it came from Finesmith, and that is a beautiful headdress.
Mm-hmm.
That was Miss Monaco Stregavento. And now we have Miss SL Netherlands, Addie Omena.
How pretty.
That blue.
Mm-hmm.
She's representing the goddess Aurora, who is the goddess of dawn, opening the gates of heaven and spreading the light we see before sunrise. It means to renew every day, a new beginning of life. Just gorgeous.
I was captivated by the chest piece on that dress. And of course, it's chop suey.
It is. Her
Mhm.
jewelry is from Chop Suey, and her headpiece is from Zibska. Chop Suey is on the Paris sim, and Zibska is on the Milan sim. And then her gown is from Garavani on the Paris sim. I'm sorry, Jumo on the Paris sim. That is stunning.
Juno. They are just moving in at the new Mrs. L Fashion and Design Center.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That
It's over
staff is
there.
fantastic. Look at the symbols that appear and disappear on the staff. Great detail.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Now that you say it.
I guess I am cammed in way too close, aren't I?
You are. That is Miss Netherlands, Addie Omena. I love the movement of the flex pieces in the back when she turns. But of course, I've already said that already about how I feel about
But it's
flex.
true. It's very true. Marcus, are there time limits imposed on each of the candidates? Do you limit the amount of time they have to style?
What do you mean? I didn't understand.
Do you restrict the amount of time? Do you tell them you've got 1 day to style this outfit? Or
Oh, well,
are they a little more freedom?
Oh my
they
gosh.
they actually did have time from Sunday only. We have told them the styling challenge last Sunday. Or last Saturday. Last Saturday, yes. So they had from Saturday until yesterday to style, and yesterday at 12 p.m. was the deadline when they had to send us the styling card. So it was like a week.
I only
Gentlemen,
asked
you
because
might
if
wanna
there was a
take a look.
candidate who could turn back the hands of time, it would be JJ.
I was just going to say, gentlemen, you need to look at the stage because that is
Yes.
amazing. Wow.
Incredible.
She
Incredible.
chose the goddess Lakshmi, and she chose her because she's an inspiration, because she represents family, health, joy, wealth, and beauty. Oh my gosh.
He can help a lot. She's got a lot of.
Absolutely. What a perfect themed goddess for Relay for Life.
Yeah.
Excellent choice. Excellent styling.
Yeah.
Let's give her a hand.
She said that the word Lakshmi is derived from the Sanskrit word Lakshya, which means target or goal. So you're right on target. She, wow, a lot of hands to help reach the goal.
Absolutely. I love what she's done. I really love what she's done.
That was Miss Poland, JJ Ragu. Up now we have Miss SL Puerto Rico, Precise Fremont. She was inspired by the goddess Soul, which means sun. She has the wolf with her because, according to different stories, she's chased all day long by a wolf known as Skull. And solar eclipses mean that Skull almost got her and is shadowing her for just a few moments. And her destiny is to be reached and eaten someday by Skull, and then she'll be replaced by her daughter. And today she's wearing, her jewels are from Chop Suey. Her shoes are from Envy on the New York Sim. And her makeup is from Slack Girl on the Milan Sim. Oh, that must be her daughter.
I was looking at that, wondering how that fit in. I think you're right.
I think Mommy could help her with styling, though.
Oops.
Oops.
Did they bump into each other? That was Miss Puerto Rico, Precise. And welcome our next candidate. This is Miss SL South Africa, Lisa Kador. She decided to mix two goddesses into one styling. She has combined Thalassa, the primordial sea goddess, daughter of Aether and Hemera. Thalassa is the personification of the sea itself, as told in Aesop's fables. And then in the Yoruba mythology, Yemanja would be Thalassa's equal, mother spirit, patron spirit of women, and especially pregnant women, the ocean and the Ogun River. She's the queen of the ocean, the patron spirit of the fishermen and the survivors of shipwrecks, the feminine principle of creation, and the spirit of moonlight. Another gorgeous shade of blue.
Mm-hmm.
And the mermaid-looking skirt. Beautiful.
I'm captivated by the headpiece.
I know, I'm looking at the coral and it's beautiful. From Enzo Champagne.
Of course.
Her items from Fashion for Life today, she's wearing a corset from KL Couture. Parts of her skirt are from Guy's Elemental Reloaded on the Berlin sim. And her nails are from Guy also. They are on the Berlin sim. It's gorgeous.
I can't call it a tiara, but the headpiece across her forehead and down across each cheek.
Mm-hmm.
That's very unique. Looks like, is that Sodara? Where that is from?
Dara. Mm-hmm.
Really nice.
That was Miss South Africa, Lisa Kajor. Up now we have Miss Spain, Arnice Rexon. Another ocean-themed goddess. She's represents Diva, the Celtic goddess of the sea, emotions, and feelings. And the dress that she chose has a big wide skirt that symbolizes the water that surrounds the goddess when she surfaces the sea. And the wand represents the power that Diva has over the water and her relevance in the Wiccan religion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like the attached portion with the fish swimming. She made that, didn't she?
Did she? It looks like she did.
Mm-hmm. Look at the effort that went into the styling for this outfit. That's
Oh my
incredible to
goodness.
me.
Well, it looks like her gown is from Miyamai. And her jewels are from Chop Suey. Her eyeshadow from Slack Girl and her nails from Nailed It. All be found in the Fashion for Life Sims. Seen a couple of candidates use that set from Chop Suey, but they do it in such a different way.
It's a striking color. It really draws your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What is that? Oh, that must be the water splashing.
Very clever.
It's beautiful. Just like a female version of Poseidon, with those poses and very strong.
Well, I don't know. Kat is telling me I have to read something. I just do that. I suppose it is about Nar. She's saying, I conjure you, Diva, before all the goddesses we adored, that you can grace me, I ask you. Give me all the virtues to attract a partner that I could respect, love, and share all my life. You who penetrate into the hearts and minds of the people with whom you can feel in my turn respected and loved. Thank you, Kat.
That was Miss Essa Spain,
Yes.
NAR resident. No, I'm sorry, NAR Rexon. Up now we have Miss SL Thailand, Ladu Kimagawa. She shows a very popular goddess in Thailand, Mai Tharani, the goddess of earth and fertility. She's personification of Gaia, with her hair filled with water. Mara is a Buddha, and she wrung it on Mara's army and drowned. That way, Buddha could continue to meditate in peace. She's wearing jewels from Chop Suey, necklace from Zibska. She is wearing, her top pliers come from sage, part of the graceful gown. And her skirt is from Otomi, and that they can be found on the Tokyo Sim. Chop Suey on Paris, and the others on Milan. She is the Thai goddess, Mai Tharani. It's beautiful. Look at that hair. I don't think I've ever seen hair like that. Of course, I don't.
That was the first thing I noticed when she came out.
I don't get out much.
It's a very unique hairstyle indeed.
Look up closer, if you can perv cam this close in, the eyelashes by Black Liquid. I love the way she has styled that. Those are incredible.
Wow.
Oh.
That was Miss Thailand. And the next candidate on the runway is Miss SL UK, Mamole Giha. She is looking very beautiful as the Greek moon goddess, daughter of the Titans Hyperion and Thea, and sister of the sun god Helios and Eos, goddess of the dawn. She is Selene. She's associated with Artemis and Hecate, and all were regarded as lunar goddesses, though only Selene was regarded as the personification of the moon itself. The name Selene is derived from Celis, meaning light. She has a poem that goes along with the styling today for Selene, and it says, "Goddess of the moon, my sister, my partner, my friend, sweet relief to fatigue, refuge of sweetest gestures of love that also made bow to the sun to give her glory. And in her I find myself like the sea with its tides, as the Mother Earth has its moons for life, and I blow myself to you to seize your smile."
If I really look at her outfit, the hair, the way that looks like it's moving out in the wind, those are pieces that she deliberately styled that way. It doesn't look like it's something that came that way store-bought. She actually had to maneuver those prims into place and work on that styling, and made her very own globe.
Oh my goodness. Well, from the Fashion for Life Sims, she's wearing, her head jewel was from Pekka. I'm sorry, from SG. It was a gotcha from Fashion for Life London. Her necklace from Cellos, and trying to see, I don't know what the other pieces from the name and what pieces she used them as, but they were from Pocket. Or Bramble. I'm not sure. It's very difficult. She ran off before I could do too much inspecting. And now on stage we have Miss USA, Trinity Graves.
Very elegant.
She is also representing the moon goddess, a symbol of divine femininity, purity, light, kindness, nurturing, fertility, and wisdom. Completely different look. Her jewels are from Chop Suey. On the Paris sim, her gown is from CST Designs on the Milan sim. And her makeup is from Slack Girl and SG on the Milan sim. Beautiful. Trinity Graves, Miss USA.
I love that shawl. It's by Leica Ruby.
That's beautiful. Very elegant. That's a look that you could see, well, minus the moon pieces. That's something you looked completely elegant going out in SL dancing or
Absolutely.
That must
gorgeous.
be an Amazon look.
This is Leica, Miss Venezuela.
What goddess is she representing? Let me look. Leica.
Maria Leonza was a Navarre maiden, big black hair, a favorite daughter of a powerful cacique of Nurgua. She is Maria Leonza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading a bit about Maria, and the shaman of the village predicted that when the child of strange eyes like the color of the water was born, had to be offered in sacrifice to the Lord of Water, the great anaconda, because otherwise a perpetual ruin would come upon them, and it would mean the extinction of the tribe. But her father was unable to do it, so he hid the girl in a mountain cave with 22 warriors who watched and prevented her escape. She was forbidden to look at herself in the mirror or water, but one day a mysterious force put the guards in a deep sleep and left the girl alone and allowed her to escape from the cave, and she walked to the lake, discovering her own reflection in the water. That awoken the Lord of the Water, the great anaconda, who emerged from the bottom of the lake, falling in love with her and pulling her towards him. Maria Leonza and the serpent celebrated a spiritual and mystical communion, and when her father discovered the union, he tried to separate them, which made the anaconda grow in size to the point that he exploded, causing a great flood that destroyed the village and its people. Since then, Maria became the protective goddess and mother of nature and wildlife and became Queen of Love.
I wonder about the bird. I don't know the right word right now, but the bird is following the moves of the hand. And
He is.
yeah, I was wondering about it. It is not bad.
Maria Leonza has also been named Cultural Heritage of Venezuela. And her earrings, bracelet, and cabochon fascinator are from Chop Suey. Makeup from SG. And nailed it. Thank you, Miss Venezuela. That was Leica. Now we have Miss Vietnam, Rihanna Suljan. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. That headpiece is beautiful.
All the flowered attachments. Colors are incredible.
She is Persephone, who brings spring to the world.
Well done.
Very well done. She arranged daffodil, a pomegranate, which symbolizes Persephone. Because one day Persephone had picked flowers with a fairy, and when she tried to pick a daffodil, Hades brought her to the realm of the world. Unfortunately, she had 4 pomegranates, so she had to spend 1/3 of the year in realm of the world. During her stay there, the winter comes on Earth,
and that's when the earth is barren. And when Persephone returns, her mother, Demeter, bubbled over with joy, and that's spring. So Persephone is the goddess of spring and the season of sprouting. Her flowers are from Macy Spring Bouquet at the Milan Sim. Her gown is from Dead Dolls in the Berlin Sim. Her jewelry from Chop Suey. Her hair by Salon de Glow on Tokyo Sim. And her eyeshadow is from Slack Girl. So almost her entire outfit is styled from Fashion for Life.
It's really beautiful.
That was Miss Vietnam, Rihanna Seljan.
I don't know how the judges are going to do it. I've loved every candidate that's come out.
Yeah, it is very difficult today. Definitely.
Now we have Miss SL Norway. This is Vivian Darcy. And she has also chosen Goddess Selene, the goddess of the moon. At night, Selene rises above the clouds and drives her moon chariot across the heavens. She has several Fashion for Life items in her outfit today. Her hair is from Jukino Go. Oh my goodness. Can you please do that for me, Hunt? Jukino Waguma Shino. Okay,
That's
I got
easy
it.
for you to say.
Jukino, I have a little story about that. The first show that I ever did for Frolic, I was brought in for Fashion Week, and it was quite a few years ago now, but the first show that I had to do for them was Milky House. And when Kay Ferry sent me the script and I read the script, I called her on Skype and asked her why she hated me, because I had never worked for them before and the names were all so long, and she had to sit there and go through all of them with me so that I would be okay. But that was just, I thought, that's it. After the show, I'm never going to get asked back. But
I was very lucky. I was able to model hair before by Tukino Aguma Shino. And so I had to practice saying it, but you did very well.
Tukino Aguma. Okay, Tukino Aguma. Fashion for Life Tokyo, and the headpiece is from Jita Jewelry. It's a gotcha in Milan. The sleeves are from Mystic Sky. Also in Milan, eyeshadow from SG and Zibka, both in Milan. And she had some dress additions to her gown, and those are from YK on the Paris Sim. While the ladies are making the walk, we want to thank once again the sponsors for the Miss SL pageant: AIM Productions, Celestina's Weddings, Chop Suey Couture Jewelry, Cree Style, .B Fashion, Eclipse Magazine, Ego Is Me, Milano, Guy, Innovari Magazine, Kellini, Master S&M Estates, Models Magazine, Moondance Boutique, Moi, Your Makeup Addiction, Tashi, and The Particulars. So if you're watching us out on the media stream, make sure that you do come in World and check out the Fashion for Life Sims. Check out the amazing designs there for you, and the special item or items that is in each shop. Check those out too, because the proceeds will be going to help support cancer research through the Relay for Life.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Less than 24 hours left to visit Fashion for Life. I think tomorrow at 10 a.m. they close. Not sure about the time, but definitely tomorrow is the last day. But
so it's not.
I'm not sure if Frolic is watching us.
but I'm just having my cam on the donation kiosk in front of the runway, and it is telling me that Fashion for Life 2015 made so far 2,550,000 linens.
My goodness.
Unbelievable.
And yeah, that is
fantastic. And that's thanks to all of you coming out and visiting these beautiful Sims, all of the people who donated their time and their talent to make these Sims happen, all of the designers who came over and filled those stores so that you could have a great shopping experience and help donate to a great cause. Thank you all so much for being a part of this. And I'm not going to make you cry again, Hunt, but I'm going to bring you up. And we have someone here sitting with us who, you know, has a very close connection to all of this. And I want to thank you for being a part of that and helping people the way you do.
Thank you. I'm honored.